News Talk 94.3, 95.5, the May 17 primary coming up. We got a lot of candidates for City Commission, 12 in fact. They got to whittle those down to eight rather. I don't know what I'm saying. 8 candidates. One of those who wants to be in the 8, of course, Reverend Ronaldo Henderson, running for City Commission. The same basic question for everybody to start with. Why do you want to be a city commissioner? Don't you have enough to do?
Well, I do. But Paducah is a great city, and there are a lot of things that are going on in our city. I have gifts, I have skills and talents, and I just want to be a part of making our city better and helping to take Paducah to its next greatest level. I've got energy. I'm aware of the needs of our community. So I want to put all that in there and make things happen.
You're in kind of a unique position to know about the community, being a pastor and a reverend and all.
I've been in Paducah at the Washington Street Church for 23 years. It'll be 24 years if the Lord says the same in June. And so I like that term aware, because every day I'm talking to people who have issues with light bills and they have issues with being able to eat. Should they make a decision upon should I pay this bill, or should I pay this rent, or should I get my medicine? So I'm talking every day. I'm connecting with people every day who have some very unique issues, and I am kind of the guy that they talk to, they vent to, and hopefully can help them arrive at some solutions for their problems.
Does it seem to you like, with the focus on some areas like Lower Town and some of the businesses that have gone into Midtown, you feel like there's perhaps neighborhoods in Paducah that are getting the short end of the stick?
Well, absolutely. A part of my platform is that of an inclusive government. And when I speak in terms of inclusive government, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I want to be a voice for those people who don't have a voice, or they have a voice, but they don't necessarily know how to articulate. And so therefore, there are areas in our city, in my opinion, that are left out, and people are struggling, and nobody's speaking up for them.
It does seem odd to me that one of the big issues has been what to do with City Hall, and the two options are running upwards of over $20 million, and we have events like the Empty Bowls project that comes in here, raises $20,000 some odd dollars for people that can't eat every day.
Absolutely.
There seems to be, like you say, a disconnect there.
There is a disconnect, and I hate that term, but I think it's reality. I don't mean to be negative, but there is a disconnect from the people that I talk to, not every other day, every day. There is a disconnect, because what they're asking me is, what did the City Commission just do? How does that benefit me? How is that going to change my life? And so when we talk in terms of spending more than $20 million, the options, tear it down or renovate, or whatever the case might be, while I know that's a concern, I have an even greater concern, and that's the poverty in our city. I have an even greater concern, and that's the homeless population that's increasing, and seemingly in all of our talks, nobody has talked about these individuals. I'm that voice.
Why do you think nobody's talking about it?
Well, I think that there can be obviously various reasons why, but I think one of the reasons that we talk about them, and I don't think we mean to be mean, out of sight, out of mind. I don't think that we've dealt with the reality that there are actually people right in here in our city who don't have a place to stay. Now, we do address that need during the winter months. We do address the homelessness need. However, we have not come together and put a comprehensive plan together that's going to address these individuals who are sleeping outside. Not just in the winter. They're sleeping outside in the winter, and if the winter weather can be harmful, then the summer weather can be just as harmful. So we just kind of, okay, we took care of them. They're okay for the night, but we have nothing for the long term.
Talking with Ronaldo Henderson, running for City Commission. If you're elected, what would be, number one on Commissioner Henderson's to-do list?
The number one thing, I know everybody else is talking about money and that's not my number one. The number one thing that I would do is to begin to focus in on this inclusive government. I would challenge the mayor and my fellow colleagues, the commissioners, to bring the city hall out of City Hall, bring commission rather out of City Hall, and let's partner with some of the churches, let's partner with some of the businesses in our community and have town hall meetings. The first thing that we need to do is to hear from the average Joe citizen. We need to hear what his or her needs are. We need to know the things that we really need to be addressing. We can't serve the people if we don't know what they need. That would be my first thing. Real quick, real easy.
The idea of doing that, you used to see a lot of people showing up at city commission meetings and voicing these things, and sometimes they would run on and on and on. I'm not seeing that these days.
Well, I think we've kind of got away from one of the things that what I'd like to do. I served the Paducah Housing Authority for 17 years, 16 years as chairman of the board, and that's one of the things that we did. We took our meetings out of the Pearly, the nice white building. We took it to the complexes. We talked it up. We had the people come, tell us what you have, what your needs are. Tell us what your concerns are. We had the directors and everybody there so they could hear firsthand. So if somebody said, I've got A, B, and C, we're able to look at that property manager and say, hey, look, handle this, take care of this. And I think that's exactly what we need to do with City Hall. We have just become so far removed, and again, I don't want to be negative, but I think we have become so far removed from the people that we have been elected to serve. And so therefore, we just make decisions that we think will be good, but we haven't heard from the people.
Reverend Ronaldo Henderson running for City Commission. The primary is May the 17th. You've heard something from him, so now you can make an intelligent decision. Listen, thanks for coming out. We appreciate it, sir.
Thank you for your time.